You are 29 years old. Your net worth is negative $34,000. You know the exact number because you sat down on a Sunday night with a spreadsheet and added everything up for the first time. Student loans, credit card balance, the personal loan you took out when the transmission went. You subtracted the $4,200 in your savings account, and the number that came back was negative. You stared at it for a long time. You did not close the laptop. You just sat there with the number. This is not a dramatic moment. There is no music. Nobody is watching. You are just a person in an apartment on a Sunday looking at a spreadsheet that tells you that after 29 years of living, you are worth less than zero on paper. You close the laptop. You order food you probably shouldn't. You watch something you won't remember tomorrow. You tell yourself you'll figure it out. You go to sleep. You do not figure it out the next day. But something shifted. The number is out of the dark now. You know what you're dealing with. And that, just that, is further than most people ever get.
Level 1. The weight. Age 29. Here is what negative net worth actually feels like from the inside. It feels like arithmetic that never stops. You are at a birthday dinner, 14 people. The check comes. Someone suggests splitting it evenly. Your share would be $67. You have $180 in checking until Friday. You do the math in 4 seconds without moving your face. You put in the $67. You eat less for 3 days. Nobody at the table knows any of this. This is not poverty. This is the specific financial pressure of a person who makes enough to appear fine and not enough to actually be fine. You have a job. You have a phone. You have enough. But enough and stable are not the same thing, and you know it every time you check your balance before a purchase you used to make without thinking. The comparison doesn't help. You open Instagram, and someone from your graduating class just bought a house. Someone else is in Portugal. A guy you knew from your first job just posted about his startup getting funded. You close the app. You open it again 12 minutes later. You are not behind. You tell yourself this. You do not fully believe it. Here is what is actually true. Negative net worth at 29 is not a verdict. It is a starting position. And starting positions only matter if you never move. The first rule: the number on the spreadsheet is not a measure of your worth. It is a measure of your starting conditions. Those are not the same thing.
Level 2. The inventory. Age 29, 3 months later. You do something most people never do. You sit down again with the spreadsheet. Not to feel bad, to understand. You break the negative number into its parts. $22,000 in student loans at 6.8% interest. $7,400 on a credit card at 24% interest. $4,800 on the personal loan at 11%. Savings, $4,200. Car value, roughly $6,000. Net, negative $24,000. The number actually improved. Not because anything dramatic happened, because you noticed something. Not all of this debt is equal. The credit card at 24% is eating you. Every month you carry that balance, it costs you money you never chose to spend. The student loan at 6.8% is expensive but slower. The personal loan sits in the middle. You are not in financial crisis. You are in financial disorder. Those require different responses. Crisis requires emergency. Disorder requires sequence. You make a decision. Not a dramatic one, a quiet one. You are going to pay off the credit card first. Not because of a YouTube video, not because a financial advisor told you, because 24% is an obvious enemy, and you have learned to start with the most obvious problem. You move $200 from your savings into the credit card payment this month. Your savings balance drops to $4,000. This feels wrong. It is actually correct. The second rule: debt is not one thing. It is a portfolio of problems with different urgency levels. Treat them differently. Level 3. The shift. Age 30. Some people quietly decide. The decade change does something to people. You got a raise 4 months ago. $4,800 a year. It landed as $298 extra per month after tax. The old version of you would have absorbed that into lifestyle without noticing. A nicer grocery run here, a streaming service there, a dinner out that used to feel like a treat becoming a habit. You do not do that. You put $200 of it directly onto the credit card. Every month. Automatically. You do not make this decision again. You made it once and set it up, and now it happens without. The credit card balance drops. $7,400, $6,800, $6,100,
$5,200. It takes 11 months to zero it out. The month it hits zero, you feel something disproportionate to the number. You screenshot it. You send it to nobody. You know why it matters, even though nobody else would understand the weight of it. That screenshot is not a flex. It is evidence. Evidence that a number moved in the right direction because that sounds simple. It is not. Most people never collect that evidence. They get distracted. They inflate their lifestyle. They treat a raise like a reward instead of a resource. You treated it like a resource. Now the credit card is gone. You redirect that $200 plus the minimum you were paying toward the personal loan. The avalanche starts moving faster because the payments stack. You also do something else. You open a brokerage account. You put $100 in it. You buy an index fund. The market dips slightly the next week. You do not touch it. You watch the number go slightly red and you let it sit there. Because you understand, at least intellectually, that this is how it works. The $100 is not the point. The account being open is the point. The habit being started is the point. The third rule: the month you eliminate your highest interest debt is the month your money stops running back. Everything after that starts to compound forward.
The construction. Age 33. The personal loan is gone. You now have $1,100 per month that used to go to debt payments. All of it goes into investments. Your portfolio crosses $10,000. You have never had 5 figures in an investment account before. You check it more than necessary for the first week. Not from anxiety, from something closer to disbelief. You understand now what compounding actually means, not theoretically, physically. You watched $2,400 become $6,000, become $10,000, and the market contributed some of that, but the behavior contributed more. The consistency, the not touching it, the adding to it monthly without making the decision again. You are 33 years old. Your net worth is $18,400. Your investment account is growing. You have no consumer debt. Your emergency fund covers 4 months of expenses. 4 years ago, you were negative $34,000 on a Sunday night with a spreadsheet and takeout food you probably shouldn't have ordered. The distance between those two positions is not luck. It is not income. It is sequence. It is the decision to stop looking away from the number and start dealing with it 1 month at a time. You are not wealthy. Not yet. But you are building. And building, it turns out, has a sound. It is quiet. It is monthly. It is unspectacular from the outside. From the inside, it feels like the ground solidifying beneath your feet one Thursday at a time. Somewhere tonight, a 29-year-old is sitting with a laptop open. The number on the screen is negative. They've been staring at it for 6 minutes. The food they ordered is getting cold. They are thinking about closing the laptop, about watching something forgettable, about telling themselves they will figure it out later. Some of them will close the laptop. Some of them will not. The ones who don't, who sit with the number, who break it into parts, who make one quiet decision and then another, they will be 33 years old one day with a spreadsheet that reads positive, and a calendar reminder that says debt-free, and an investment account that has been running long enough to have a personality. They will not remember the exact moment it turned. It never turns in one moment. It turns in dozens of unremarkable ones. A payment made on a Tuesday, an upgrade declined on a Friday, a $100 investment that felt presumptuous at the time. The machine doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It opens every morning and runs for whoever shows up. Show up.